Laura, can you tell us a little bit about your daughter Amber?
I'd be happy to. Amber was incredible. So intelligent, so beautiful, so full of life. She literally just charmed everybody she was around. July 29th, 2005, I got a phone call. Amber had been driving and was in an accident and she didn't make it. We later found out that the car had a safety defect that caused the ignition switch to go from the on position to accessory.
Were you shocked when you learned that her accident and her death was caused by the safety problem that hadn't been addressed by the car maker?
I was completely shocked. I mean, this car was purchased because of its high safety ratings. We had no idea that such a thing was wrong with the car or even that GM knew about it for so long.
Did you take your concerns to the company once you learned about the problem?
Oh, absolutely.
And how did General Motors respond to you?
I honestly believe that they didn't know, that I was giving them this information for the first time and that they were going to fix the problem.
Have you talked with the family members of other victims? What happened when they reached out to GM?
Most were not even aware that their child or loved one had been killed because of a safety defect. But those that did know, GM's such a large corporation, they didn't feel like they could fight them.
As I understand it, General Motors knew about this problem in 2001, but they didn't begin to recall the cars until 2014?
Isn't that appalling? Paying off a victim's family is only going to cost them X amount of dollars, whereas a full recall costs them millions.
How many people were hurt or killed in accidents? Do you have any idea?
I've personally found over 170. Clarence Stitlow of the Center for Auto Safety estimates it at approximately 303. But in reality, we're never going to know. We're never going to know how many people died or were injured because of that safety defect.
You created a Facebook page as a kind of online community for families of other victims.
I created that page as a way to reach out to other people that are going through the same thing in the hopes that maybe we can heal just a little bit. When you lose a child, it never really goes away. That pain is always a part of you.
Have you thought about what kind of policy changes, what sort of different approaches to the problem might have prevented some of these accidents, might help us save lives like your daughter's in the future?
What I recently found out was that dealerships are prohibited from telling consumers about any safety issues or technical service bulletins until it becomes a full-blown recall. If we had had this information from, as soon as the dealerships had it, imagine how many lives would be saved.
What sort of difference would it have made in your life, your family's life, if you'd had access to the information before your daughter's accident?
Amber might be here today. Hundreds of other people would probably be here today. It would have made all the difference. Senators, delegates, what we need you to do is we need you to take action. We need you to protect Maryland's rights as consumers, to protect those people that are out on the road driving. We need you to get this information to consumers in usable ways that will prevent this type of catastrophe from going forward. Please pass these bills.